The Remsen Stakes is one of the most anticipated two-year-old races of the season, and this year's edition at Aqueduct promises plenty of intrigue. With 12 horses entered to contest a mile and a 16th on the dirt, we're looking at a mix of lightly raced colts with high potential, and this race gives us a glimpse at the horses who could make an impact next year at 3. The first horse is Day 1 Starter, trained by Claude McGahee III and ridden by Junior Alvarado. This colt broke his maiden at Aqueduct over 6 furlongs on dirt in his second start, showing promise by finishing first in a small but competitive field with a strong late kick. His first start at Saratoga was over 6 furlongs, where he chased the pace but faded to 6th. And his second start at Belmont was much better, breaking his maiden and showing an affinity for the dirt routes. McGahee's record with two-year-olds at Aqueduct is modest, but it's competent, and Alvarado has a solid 15% strike rate this year. Day 1 Starter has run 3 times this year, winning once and showing consistency and effort, though he will need to handle the step up in class and distance here. Paladin is the next runner, trained by Chad Brown and ridden by Flavian Pratt. Paladin made a strong impression in his debut at Belmont, winning a maiden special weight over a mile and ultimately placing first through disqualification. Brown's record with two-year-olds is excellent, winning nearly a quarter of his races, and Pratt has been on fire in 2025 with a 24% win rate across over 1,000 mounts. Paladin's breeding suggests he can handle a mile and a 16th, being by Gunrunner out of a Tappet mare, and he showed tactical speed to place prominently in his first start. His works over the Belmont training track have been consistent, ranging from 48 to 50 seconds for 4 furlongs, indicating he's in shape for this spot. I Did is trained by Michael Maker and ridden by Irad Ortiz Jr. This colt has raced 4 times this year with 1 win and 1 place, earning over $100,000 in total. His most recent start at Churchill Downs saw him run in a graded stakes, showing he is still learning but has flashes of ability. Ortiz is one of the top young jockeys and has solid results this year, while Maker has a strong record with two-year-olds. This horse has run 3 times on dirt and once on a wet track, showing some versatility but limited experience at longer distances. His works indicate he's holding his form well, but he might need a cleaner trip to threaten here. Grittiness is trained by Todd Pletcher, owned by Rapoli Stables. He's got 3 starts this year with a single win and a total earnings under $20,000, so he's still early in the development. He won at Aqueduct over a mile in November, demonstrating his ability to handle the dirt and stretch out beyond sprint distances. Pletcher is a proven trainer with strong results in dirt routes and juvenile stakes. Grittiness is tactical speed, but he may be reaching in class for this graded stakes assignment. Chambersville comes next, trained by Kenny McPeak and ridden by Corey Elliott. He has 3 career starts with 1 win on turf and has not raced on dirt at Aqueduct, making him an unknown factor in terms of track adaptability. His work show improvement, with several 4 furlong breezes in the 48-second range, suggesting he's fit and ready. McPeak has had a history of getting horses ready for stakes company, and Elliott has been winning at a 12% clip this year. Chambersville may find the stretch out to a mile and a 16th challenging, but he does possess closing speed. Courting, trained by Todd Pletcher and ridden by Johnny Velasquez. He's run twice this year, winning once at Aqueduct over a mile, demonstrating both speed and stamina. Velasquez has been one of the most consistent riders of the year with a 15% win rate, and Pletcher has the experience to place him optimally in the race. Courting's breeding and past performances suggest he can handle the distance and class, and his works indicate that he's ready to fire. Igniter is trained by Richard Dutrow and ridden by Manny Franco. He comes off a maiden win that was particularly impressive because of the way that he finished in a solid tempo race, showing he wants more distance. His Beyer speed figure of 80 is strong for a horse stepping up in class, and his November 11th work at 48 flat shows that Dutrow is preparing him for a big forward move. His breeding supports stamina at the mile and 16th distance, and Franco is tactical enough to keep him in a good position. The colt will need to improve to beat the likes of Paladin, but he does have a high ceiling and could surprise at a decent price. Talkin is my top pick, trained by Danny Gargan and ridden by Kendrick Kermouche. He's been showing promising form over dirt routes. His most recent start at Aqueduct over 6 furlongs in November resulted in a strong closing third, and he broke his maiden convincingly in September over 6 furlongs. Gargan has a strong record at Aqueduct and is adept with 2-year-olds, while Carmouche has been riding consistently well. Talkin's breeding by Upstart out of a distorted humor mare suggests that he can handle the distance, and his works over the Belmont training track have been consistent and solid. He's tactical enough to keep a clean trip and has a lot of upside in a stretch-out route situation. For me, he represents both value and potential to win in this spot. Renegade, trained by Todd Pletcher and ridden by Irad Ortiz Jr., is a 2-year-old colt by Into Mischief out of Spices Nice. He has 2 career starts with a maiden win and a second place finish via disqualification, showing he can handle pressure and respond to trouble in a race. His early efforts suggest he has tactical speed, capable of pressing the pace or rating just off the front. Pletcher has been conservative with him, and with Ortiz's experience and a strong tactical foundation, Renegade has a legitimate chance to be competitive and could impact the finish if he gets a clean trip and maintains his effort throughout the stretch. Balboa, trained by Brittany Russell and ridden by Ricardo Santana Jr., is a lightly raced colt with 2 wins from 5 starts. Sired by Not This Time and Out of Tap of War, Balboa has shown early speed and has handled multiple track conditions, including wet surfaces. His last race at Laurel demonstrated his ability to wire the field, and his prior races indicate consistent improvement with each outing. Balboa is likely to need a stocking trip in this graded race, and the step up in class will test his stamina. Looking at the field as a whole, the Remsen is shaping up to be a race that rewards a clean trip and stamina. Horses like Paladin and Igniter are stepping up into graded company, but have shown enough talent to challenge, while Talkin has proven his ability to handle dirt routes and comes into the race in good form. Other horses like I Did, Grittiness, Chambersville, and Courting bring their own merits, but might need things to fall perfectly to get into the mix. For my bets, Talkin is the horse that I'm highest on. His combination of past performances and works make him my top pick. Igniter represents a strong value for the exotics, especially if the race develops with a strong early pace that allows him to close effectively. And Paladin has just 1 solid race to date and is eligible for improvement. If you like this breakdown, don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on all the best horse racing news and analysis. I'm Tom, and I'll see you at the track.